What's up, guys? I just wanted to show you something pretty cool. I kind of like it's kind of a homemade, but it's not exactly made by me. But like I extensively overhaul it. So let's just get right into it. It's this, and I don't really know what this is called. I think it's called a Rev-shot or something like that. A Rev-shot or whatever. The only information I've ever seen on this was there was a video that Drac did like a really long time ago, and I've been subscribed to his channel for a long time. So like I saw it when it came out, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I never really thought about it again. I was like, oh, that's nice, and then just didn't think about it. And then I was looking on eBay, and I saw something that looked super similar. I'm like, oh, that's a Rev-shot, and I bought it because I've always been curious about it. I couldn't find a write-up on it and stuff like that, so I couldn't really make it myself because I couldn't really grasp how it worked just from thinking about it, like and seeing a picture. But now that I have one, it's actually really simple. So just kind of a story. I got it from a Nerf user, Lucky Dude. I don't know if he made it. Lucky Dude 7. He might have made it. It makes sense if he did. But I think it's possible that Louis C3 could have made it as well. So, whatever. But things that I did to it. Actually, we'll go over like what it does first. So basically, you got like a pump action handle, right? And then here's your barrel. And then there's your mag well. And inside your mag well is a breech, right? Oh, sorry. And then when you pump the pump back, the breech opens. I don't know if you saw that. And that chamber's a dart. And it just takes regular, like normal stock Nerf clips. So you just kind of lever them in, like almost like on an AK, and then just slap it in. Sorry, I had to close the window. And yeah, so it's super long. It's a really long blaster, but I definitely like it. And basically the idea is that there's a, let me take this out. There's like a bolt sled kind of thing, like almost on a long shot that is here, and then there's a bolt running through it, right? So, and the bolt sled is just 1 1/4 inch PVC, and then that is reduced down to the size of your brass, right? And then the breech is basically just an angel breech. So think of an angel breech, but instead of building it and then putting it onto that black piece in a long shot, you're gluing it onto a piece of PVC that's basically the size of a long shot plunger tube. Like 1 1/4 inch PVC is about the same diameter as a long shot tube. So like this basically is a long shot with slightly more draw. It's like an angel breech long shot with slightly more draw is what you're gonna get out of it. So anyways, when you pump it back, that bolt is pulling the breech, opening the thing, and then that bolt sled, it's not really a bolt sled, it's more of like a plunger tube kind of thing. Well, whatever. It is a plunger tube, but it's kind of like a bolt sled, if you know what I mean. So that, let's just say bolt sled, is moving back, and the plunger head is resting in the piston, right? So it's coming back, and that motion opened the breech, and since the plunger head is being pushed back as well, and then it gets caught. So the catch engages, you push it back, and that motion pushed the plunger tube back, or bolt sled, that in turn pushed the plunger head and plunger rod back. So now, right now, the spring is compressed, and the catch has engaged into the catch notch. So then when I pull forward, the plunger tube goes back to its original place, but the plunger head stays back, and the spring is still compressed. And then when you press the trigger, it fires, obviously. Hopefully that was kind of an okay explanation. And there's a rainbow catch in here, which is cool, so, you know, the catch is good. I read a lot of things like that Bolt Sniper put out, and like they were always really cool, but I thought some of his catching mechanisms were a little bit weak. And same with his plunger heads and stuff. Like they were just like nothing special in my opinion. Like I'm not really into O-rings. And you know, O-rings are probably they would make a better seal if the inner diameter of the tubes were consistent. But when using PVC, like the inner diameters of PVC is not consistent really at all, and like it could be lumpy and bumpy and whatever. So you need a seal that expands. And this just has a like a U cup seal, but it's a cool kind of seal. I like it. Uh, it's a U cup that's smaller, like slightly smaller than the size that you'd want for 1 1/4 PVC, and then you just put like a superlative style seal on it. It's not a superlative head, you know. It's just the two washer seal, and it's cool. It works good. So that's in here. What else is in here? Nylon plunger rod. Um, it's all pretty sturdy, and you may think like, oh, the brass is glued into the PVC. That's a weak point. Yes, technically, but the glue is only there for an air seal. The bolt is what is taking the stress of the springs, and these are just aluminum rods. And I guess I'll go over the modifications that I did to it. So when I got it, it had this like weird brass to CPVC, like the back was brass and the barrel was CPVC, and the brass would go over the CPVC, and it was just strange. I didn't like it at all. And then the CPVC was going into PETG, and I was like, what is this? Like I can't use this. And the brass had to be so big, like the size of brass had to be so big to fit over the CPVC that it would like stretch your mags a lot, and then the bolt would come out, and then it wouldn't go back into the. It was just an awful breach. Uh, no offense, Lucky Dude. I don't know if you'd ever watch this. I hope you don't, or I doubt you would. I don't care if you watch it, but I doubt you would. No, I don't mean any offense by that, but it was just bad. I had to change it. I couldn't just. It wouldn't be like war worthy with that breach, in my opinion, anyways. So I changed that to just a traditional angel breech. It's 9/16 angel breech. So the 9/16 barrel, and then the you know, the bolt is the whatever size bigger that is. I don't remember it right now. So this whole front part had been changed because the barrel needs to be glued in. So the 1 inch PVC is totally changed. I left the grip, I left the bars, I left the mag well. I did put some craft foam inside the mag well just so the magazine wouldn't rattle. And there was like some tape and stuff in here, but I didn't really like the tape, so I took it out and put craft foam. The whole body was a little dirty, and you know, he did tell me, oh, I've used this thing a lot, like it's worn, so you know, I was expecting that. So I just kind of sanded it all down again because he sanded it before, and I just cleaned it with some alcohol. And then the other thing that I didn't like about this is that this lower, let's call it a lower receiver, was just glued on. It was pretty much glued on like all here, and then there's one bolt in the back. And there's no real way to mechanically fasten this due to the way that the order of the the way you have to put the blaster together, like the order of parts. How can I explain this? I am getting all jumbled up, but like the order in which you have to put the parts together. There, I finally did it. Does not allow you to mechanically fasten this in any way that I would want to. Like you could, I guess, like run bolts through the bottom and then like be careful not to go too far into this so then it doesn't hinder your bolt sled. It's a mess, right? So there is one behind where the movement is. And then these two polygarb things right here, I don't know if you can see them because they're clear, but there, now you can see them. That holds in the front, but I just added these two styrene, there's 1/16 inch styrene straps that are mechanically fastened, and that helps a lot. It doesn't jiggle at all. It's stable. Nice polycarb trigger. And this is actually a sliding trigger. It slides. It goes from here all the way back and then hinges on a little thing that pushes up on a rainbow catch, which is cool. And the seal is okay. I don't know if you heard that. But if I just hold my thumb there, nothing happens. Like, it does leak, and it's leaking from this bolt. You can't really goop it. I tried gooping it, and it was a mess, and it just kind of got everywhere inside, and I had to take it apart and clean it. So there is no gooping this. And yeah, I just want to show you this. I think that is it that I changed. Oh, spring combo. I should tell you the spring combo. So there is most of a K26 in here, and that was from Lucky Dude. So that, whatever. It's just a K26, and I don't know how many coils he cut off of it. I didn't count, but it looks like maybe 3 coils or something, 2 or 3 coils. And then I put a stock Aerostorm spring in here as well. And if you have ever seen one of those, it's really, really strong. Like, it's a big, long, beefy spring. Like, it's probably that long, and it's a strong spring. It's good. So there's a K26 plus that in there, and then on the back of the plunger head, I put a 1/8 inch, not 1/8, sorry, 3/8 inch polycarbonate spacer on there to compress the spring more. And I put a stronger catch spring in there. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Hope you like it. I'm probably going to take this to the war. That is tomorrow, actually. So hope to see you there. And it's the 15th of August, obviously, so that's tomorrow since today's the 14th. And just to mention it quickly, it's at Arundel Park in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, tomorrow. So yeah, hope to see you there. And I want to quickly talk about something to do with the war. I'm not sure if how many people are gonna need like loner blasters for the day, but I will have a big bin of loners. I don't know if I'm gonna put like my homemades up for grabs, but there is like gonna be loner blasters. Just like think of it this way, okay? So like I make all these blasters because I enjoy doing it and it's a hobby for me and whatever, and I put a lot of like time and effort into them, and I plan on using them one day, right? And I know I have a lot of blasters, but so let's say like I'm using this for example, and I break it. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I broke my blaster. It's not gonna wreck my day. I can fix it. But then like if I lent you my double rainbow or something and you broke it, now I'm going, oh shit, like you broke my blaster, so like you owe me whatever. Like you dropped it and it hit the concrete and I don't know, just something silly. I'm trying to make up a situation here. And now maybe that would have broken anyways if I was to use it, like, the pump slide broke or whatever, but there's no way for to know that. Like, if you were being too rough, or, if it was going to break anyways, if I made it wrong, whatever, and, I wouldn't get mad, or, I don't think I'd make you pay for it, or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a nice guy, but it would kind of, not wreck my day, but, like, put, like, a damper on my day if, like, one of my guns broke, and so all my homemades that I like care about and like, I don't think I'm gonna be having them up for loners. Just because I literally don't know anyone that's coming to the war, like personally at all. So like until like we get like a good group going and we get like kind of used to each other and like as a group and we like I can trust people, uh, I'm not really gonna be loaning out like any of my super nice stuff or in my not super nice like I do the best work in the world. I know I don't. It's just like the stuff that I think is super nice, like the stuff that I personally really like my favorites. I have a favorites wall. I think everyone has a favorites wall or bin or whatever. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. I don't know if anybody's like, I don't know if anyone that's coming even watches this stuff, but I just would hate for someone that does watch this, and is coming to the war, like be all excited, like, oh, I get to use Skullface 44's double rainbow, like, oh, I can't wait, or just that, whatever, or that Bloodwood thing that he made, that Bloodwood rainbow, or whatever, or like, oh, it's 5K. I'm gonna get his 5K. I'm gonna use his 5K, like, or just whatever. Like, I'm just saying examples, and then they get there, and like I didn't even bring it, or I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna use this today, or something like that. Like, I just don't want anyone to be disappointed. There's gonna be lots of fine, like perfectly fine, blasters to use, but just I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, and like let anyone down or whatever. I just want everyone to have fun. And I also got to worry about myself having fun too. Like, I want everyone else to have fun, but then I got to worry about myself having fun second. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I'll probably have like at least, I don't know, 7 to 10 loner blasters, some of them being homemade. So yeah, whatever. Hope to see you there. And like always, hope everyone's doing well. And I'll see you on the forums.